I'm now going to look at the hydrolysis of acetals and ketals. And what we're looking at here is the taking of an acetal or ketal, treating it with excess water and H+, and getting back the ketone and alcohols that we started with. Now the other reactions we were dealing with, if we look at acetal and ketal formation, we were just dealing with the use of excess alcohol and H+ in order to form the acetal or ketal. Now what happens here is that we usually find a way to get rid of the water as it forms, which pushes the equilibrium in the direction of the acetal and ketal. So you can see that water is a byproduct here as we go through the reaction. And really we have to get rid of that so it doesn't go back and force it in the opposite direction. However, if we use an acetal or ketal with excess water and H+, we're going to get our ketone and alcohol back. Alright, so let's look at the mechanism for that, and we'll just talk about an acid catalyzed mechanism for this one. Alright, so we start off with our, in this case it's a ketal. And the first step will be H+ adding to the oxygen. And we know that one of these, well, we know both of them have to end up leaving, so the H+ is going to naturally add to one of these OCH3 groups. Then after the H+ adds, then the OCH3 can leave. Which leaves a positive charge on this C. That gives the opportunity for a water molecule to go ahead and come in and attack that C+. And as I showed you before, we know that the OCH3 down here is going to have to leave at some point, and the natural thing to do is to have a proton transferred to it. Any group we want to have leave, we can get there by a proton transfer usually. And proton transfer happens in the same way as I showed you previously. Alright, so now we've got our alcohol group protonated. It can now leave. And I'm actually going to have it leave simultaneously with the formation of our ketone group. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. The other possibility, and there's nothing wrong with doing this either, is to have that last step occur in two steps. And that is to have the alcohol group leave first, leave a positive charge down here, and then have the H+ leave and form our ketone at the end. So either of those two mechanisms is okay in that instance.